Do Q channel birthday sounds. Do 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 do. Big thank you to Angel Alchemy for making some happy birthday channel artwork with birthday laserfire and tiny Shattershock up there. Very cool little artwork that we have for that. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be doing something pretty cool for today for the channel birthday. I'm gonna let some people know that the stream is starting, so that way everyone knows. Everyone knows, because people need to know. At everyone, we're gonna let the Discord know. It is started. There we go. We'll let the Invoked 101 people know. Oh, they already know. And then we will let me grab that link real quick. Copy link. Go right here. We're going live. Boo. There we go. All right. I don't have chat pulled up. I wish I had chat. But OBS, like, it's supposed to give me a chat, but it's not giving me a chat. Let me see if I can... Can I... Settings? Is there, like, a live stream chat option? Stats dialog. Preview. Draw safe areas. Importers. Man. Yeah, it just doesn't give me chat. That sucks. It used to give me a chat. Something I think could be really cool that we're gonna do is we're going to kind of make our own. Let me turn this off. We're gonna make our own. What's it called? Like BotCon convention exclusive set. I think that would be really cool for us to do. I think that would be something really fun. Old man, it's not my birthday, it's the channel's birthday. Thank you though. Thank you for it is almost my birthday though. It'll be my birthday in oh my god. Less than 10 days. Less than 10 days. It'll be 7 in a week. Oh my god, it'll be my birthday in a week. But yeah, so yeah, something I think could be really fun is we're gonna make our own BotCon kind of box set. So I'm gonna move birthday laserfire over here. It's his birthday, it's not my birthday. It's the channel's birthday. We're going to make our own kind of, you know, little thing, and I want to talk about if there was a BotCon set this year, what would be in that BotCon set. And let me see if I can do can we do a window capture? Properties. Sorry, I am very bad at doing this on the fly. There we go. That's perfect. Yeah. So if there was a BotCon set this year, what would that look like? I think it 100%. I think one of the coolest ones we could do is like a evolution of evil. So what do I mean by that? What would be like an evolution of evil? I think the main thing would be like, so cryotech. So like cryotech, right? This is like Megatron's boss, Beast Wars Megatron's boss. So, and we have a viable mold for this. I 100% think this is a cool use of that Energon Scorponok mold. I think this is 100% something that we could use, like, for our box set. So I'm gonna grab Cryotech here, do a save as. Let's make a new folder real quick. I don't exactly know how I want this to go, but but we're gonna build a box set essentially of a convention, and obviously we're gonna have to use Legacy Dragon Megatron. So right here, so we can use those two. We can 100% use these to make that. That's something we can totally use. So there we go. Okay, see my graphic designer where I just made this in 10 seconds. Create a design. But yeah, that's what I think would be the smart idea, is just doing a whole little box set that we can do. So let's get these in here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, whoops. I meant boom. There we go. There's our first two. Boop. So Dragon Megatron, Cryotech from Dragon Megatron in the start. I was talking to some people earlier, and I thought another cool one. BRB, I'm going on PC. I thought another cool one that we could do. We have 9 people watching. Oh my gosh. I think another cool one we could do, which, hang on, I'm also going to adjust this. Whoa, not this. There we go. Now you guys can see that a little bit better. So let's do a background too, real quick. We can do a quick background. There we go. Real Decepticons wear pink. But yeah, I think that'll be a cool thing that we could do for our box set. Another thing that I was talking to someone, and hear me out here, right? This is kind of a weird one, but because we're doing, like, we want to use viable molds for this theoretical set, and we're trying to do bad guys. The only other one I could think of was, oh, no, it's WFC, what's he called? Skytread. So I pitched this to someone, and I honestly thought it was really cool. So Skytread here, right? Hang on, here we go. Skytread turns into a tank and a plane. Save image. He turns into a tank and a plane. Do you know who else It's not my birthday, it's the channel's birthday, but yes, thank you. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Do you know who else turns into a tank and a plane? Transformers. You guys can all see how bad I am at spelling. Overlord does. So what if we did flywheels? That is a very yellowed Overlord. What if we did flywheels as Overlord? Like as like Overlord before this. And like you could retool the center sections and give him a new head. And I think you could make it work. Like even the tank barrel comes off. Like I think that works. So those are the two I came up with. We're going to grab a screen grab of Overlord here. Oh. That doesn't save as the right thing. Save images type, PNG. I had to get a Chrome extension so that way I could save stuff as not web files. There we go. Alright, go back to our graphic designer. Throw in our new images. Overlord and flywheels. And that also gives us a deluxe for the box set. So there's our flywheels. So we'll turn flywheels into Overlord. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. Lockdown from Sunstreaker. Who else turns into a tank and a plane? Your mom? Dude, facts. Sunstreaker from Lockdown? Like, is that like pre? Like, hang on. Let me hang on. Transformers Lockdown. Where are you? What are we looking at here? Hang on. Are we talking like? Hang on. Okay, are you talking this Lockdown? Like movie Lockdown? Because this Lockdown, I don't think that works. This Lockdown, I don't think that works from Sunstreaker. Turn flywheels into your mom. We got 10 people watching. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. But I don't unless we're talking about like this Lockdown, I don't see it. Because the Lockdown that I think of is this one. I think of like bounty hunter animated looking Lockdown, not like, because I get it. They both turn into Lamborghinis. I get it. But this one, I was gonna say you could do this one off of, like, it's bad, but you could do Scrap Hook. I do like the idea of having Lockdown in the box set though, so we're gonna save Lockdown. I think there's a better mold for him than because let me look at WFC Sunstreaker. You guys can all see how bad at typing I am. Because this is Sunstreaker, and he looks good. I just don't know how you'd get that vehicle to be G1 Lockdown. I was looking at G1 Lockdown. That's what I have pulled up. What are you talking? G1 Lockdown. Yeah, see? Are you talking about this one? Because that doesn't work either. This is G1 Lockdown right there. TF Wiki G1 Lockdown. I'm right. Scroll up down a bit. Yeah, there you want to get specific. There's G1 Lockdown. Oh, are you talking this? Are you talking about this? This is silly. This is silly. What are you talking about? G1. Oh! What? What? Since when is this? This is a thing. There's a bunch of people drawing this. Why is this a thing? G1 Lockdown. I don't like this. I'm gonna be real with you. I hate this. I like this. This is Lockdown. This is, I don't know. This is stretching. That's what that's what this is. What is this? What does this guy do? That's Nemesis Prime. I like the idea of Lockdown, but I think if we're gonna do Lockdown, I think there's like only one choice, and that's Scrap Hook. Like, it's only Scrap Hook. That's the only choice, really. Like, you would have to do some major retooling on him, but he's really the only choice. Look at how they massacred my boy. That's how I feel seeing you guys talk about Sunstreaker Lockdown. That thing's cursed. But yeah, this is really, in my opinion, this is the only way to do Lockdown. And it'd have to be animated Lockdown. And in my opinion, he should also get his own mold. What are some other bad guys that we could throw in there? Like, because we have Overlord, we have Cryotech, who's another, like, big evil villain that we could do, like, an Origins form for. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to throw this in. We'll throw him in with Lockdown, because this is an easy one. Gives us another deluxe, because we have a leader. We have a leader, now we have 2 deluxes. So, that's pretty good. We're doing pretty good on that front. So, we'll do... Boop. I'm going to shrink this one a little bit. We're going to make this one just a little bit smaller. And boop. Make him a little bit smaller. Bring him over there. There we go. So, Scrap Hook into Lockdown. Scrap Hook is totally the cooler one. Oh my god, a Triptychon? It's going to be a BotCon set. There's going to be remolding. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Axle grease? Are you talking about the motorbike? You could really, like, you could use different parts from... Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if this theoretical... My petition for more tiny truck transformers. If we're doing, like, a BotCon style set, yeah, like, obviously, flywheels here. Like, this guy's not getting redone at all. Megatron's just getting a fresh coat of paint. And then Flywheels is probably going to get new stomach pieces to look more like Overlord, as well as a new head. I just think that that's a really cool idea that you could do. I think it's fun. I think it's a neat coincidence. And then this, yeah, like in my opinion, you'd want to give him things that make his legs longer so he could be taller. But yeah, I mean, this could work just as a quick, like, thing. You could make this work. He would need a new head and chest minimum, though, as well as probably a new rear end to take away the tow truck thing and give it more of a muscle car vibe. But yeah, you could make that out of him. I love Cryotech. Yeah, welcome. Zeta Prime. Okay, hang on. I don't know what Zeta Prime looks like. I know who he is. I don't know. Oh. Look at this Ultra Magnus looking dude. Is he supposed to look like Magnus? This looks a lot like Ultra Magnus. Like, not like normal. That's a great use of that mold, by the way. That is the movie Bludgeon mold right there that they customized out of that. Animated Zeta. That's pretty funny. What is this one? I can't tell what that is. There's that Bludgeon mold again. That looks really good. This is a tough one because my brain says... Here's what my brain says. My brain says that you should use that old Prime Ultra Magnus mold. You guys know which one I'm talking about? Well, Zeta Prime's not a bad guy, though. That's the thing. Is Zeta Prime a bad guy? Wait, is Zeta Prime a bad guy? Chat, I need to know. We're supposed to be doing bad guys here. I need to know if he's evil before I put too much thought into this. Prowl sideways. Oh, Prowl from Armada and Sideways from Revenge of the Fallen. Okay. Rockets and spaceships. No, Zeta Prime is not a bad guy. Zeta Prime's a good guy. We could do Prowl and like we could do. Okay, Zeta's always a turncoat. Okay, Zeta's always a bad guy. Okay, so how are we gonna... This guy's a weird shape. My brain says Siege Hound for some reason. Like, that was, like, the first thought. I'm looking at my shelf trying to, like, find, like, a decent one for this guy. This is a weird one, boys. Does he have an alt mode? Do we know what he turns into? That's not Zeta Prime. Does he not turn into anything? Oh, what's this guy use? I don't know what that is. What does this guy use for his... What does Zeta Prime turn into? Oh, you know what you use? You use Gamer Prime. There we go. I did it. Here we go. Is this... No? Is that Zeta? Maybe? I don't know. He's always a turncoat and I... Yesn't. I don't know what you mean, bro. All right, we'll throw Zeta Prime in. We'll add Zeta Prime, and we're going to use Gamer Optimus. That's actually a great way to use this. I keep clicking the wrong button. We're going to use Gamer Optimus to make this guy. So Zeta Prime. Oh, hang on. Stop. My thing's being dumb. Zeta. Okay, and then Transformers Gamer Prime. There we go. Let's just see what comes up for Gamer Prime. Hopefully it's the thing. Okay, thank God. It's the thing I wanted. Where is it? There it is. There's a good picture of Gamer Prime. We're going to use this. We're going to retool it. Probably a new head. Maybe a new chest. New shoulders. I think we could get away with that. We could do some retooling on there. New head, chest, and shoulders. I think you can get away with it for a quick and easy Zeta Prime. For Gamer Prime. Alright, so we got Zeta. We got Lockdown for our Origins of Evil box set. Let's add these two in here. Boop. Alright. So that's our first Voyager in there. So we got 2 deluxes, a Voyager, a Leader. I think we can get away with one more deluxe and one more Voyager. How many is usually in a box set? We have 1, 2, 3. We got 4. Normally it's a 5-character box set, ain't it? So we could do one more in here. Deleted all my work. I'm so happy I saved the birthday laser fire to my computer. Dude, nice. Nice. Good job. Good job. Very good. Yeah, for those who don't know, Angel of Alchemy, or Mio, made the did the birthday laser fire image that you're seeing on screen. So there we go. All right, someone said Legacy animated Prowl, and oh, Sideways is a great one. That's a great one. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Yeah, actually, let's throw some Armada in there. Yeah, Armada. All right, so this is our box set. We're gonna do this as our box set. Our Origins of Evil. Sorry about that. Our Origins of Evil box set. What's a good photo of Sideways? This goes hard. Oh, you know what goes even harder? This picture. This one goes even harder. Oh, damn it. It's a garbage photo format. Save as ping. This photo goes hard here. Save. There we go. And legacy prowl. See, the trick with this one is getting the heads right. It's getting that's the trick with legacy prowl, which that's not what we're going to use. That's not going to be our stock photo for prowl. Do we not have a... There we go. There's a decent photo for prowl. Is this a web? Nope. Sweet. Boop. All right. This is our box set here. We've got... Hang on. So we might have to rearrange some stuff. Might have to rearrange some photos here. Sideways and prowl. Add. All right. Let's add sideways up here. Throw them up there. Prowl. Throw prowl up there. There we go. I know Spoon or Gara in the chat is going to love the Armada Sideways. He recently... Those mini-cons I reviewed the other day, those were his mini-cons. So here we go. This is going to be our Origins of Evil box set, which I think is pretty cool. I think we got a good box going here. Would you buy this? Would this be a box set you bought? Overlord from Flywheels, Cryotech Megatron, Lockdown, Zeta Prime, and Armada Sideways. Is this a box you would buy? I feel like I'm being ignored. You know who goes hard. He says he's being ignored. I just called him out. Gamer Prime these nuts. But yeah, this is a solid box right here. I would say this is a pretty decent little box. I feel like for the freebie figures, right? Because we have to make an attendee, so we have to make an attendee and we have to make a troop builder. No, Mio would not buy this box. She is not a fan of the bad guys. Samurai Drift says, yeah, he'd buy the box. Let's see. Sorry, I'm taking a moment. I'm trying to see where you guys are at stream-wise. Yeah, so we have to make an attendee freebie figure, and we have to make a troop builder. Can't have an evil set without Herald of Unicron. Hey, we have a Herald of Unicron. Armada Sideways right there. Armada Sideways is a Unicron Herald. I think a cool figure. So let me. I wish. Can I? Okay. I'm gonna shrink everyone here. We're gonna shrink the whole box set down. Right. We're gonna shrink the box set down. We're gonna do this very, very like super quick and dirty. There we go. Put Lockdown there. Got Gamer Prime. Got our Zeta Prime set right there. Flywheels just took up way too much room. Okay. Now Cryotech is eating all the room, which is fine. And then our Armada figure, which is cool. I like that you guys suggested the Sideways. I always forget about other continuities because like in my head, like it's all one big thing, so I sometimes forget about this stuff. Let's put a box around this. Where's my clip art? Square. Box consume. So there's our box set. We got 5 figures in the box set. I think sideswipe into a Viacon. That's a good troop builder. Has no money for toys. That actually we'll get to the troop builder. I think a cool. Speaking of heralds, do you guys remember? His name is Dynamus. Do you remember this? What if we did Dynamus? What if we did that out of, and I know this exists. But like for real, what if we did a Dynamus? I think that would be a really cool one. And also that's a great mold. And this could be like one of the attendee figures. Cuz there's always like a 2-pack of attendee figures. Is that a new head? Oh, that's a cool head for the Dynamus. And then obviously we're going to I'm just going to grab this photo because we all know what Kingdom Dinobot looks like and turns into. So this is going to be one of our like available for purchase figures at our theoretical convention is the Dynamus figure. I think that's a really cool one personally. bring in that Dynamis card. There we go. I'm going to shrink that just a little bit. There we go. Bring that on top. There we go. I think that's a great one we could do. Corrupt Prime. See, I'm not a big fan of Corrupt Prime. If we had a Corrupt Prime, it would just be Scourge, right? It would just be Scourge. What's another... What could be another figure that's, like, really cool? What's another, like, kind of cool evil character? We got 2 Heralds of Unicron here. I don't want to keep doing Heralds of Unicron. I'm trying to think. What's a cool... What would be a really cool thing to do? So, just as me, this is just a thing that I've always had kicking around, and I think is really cool. Like, I've mentioned it a few times. You could do... And I think it kind of fits in here, because he's a bad guy. You could do Cybertron. You could do Cannonball, right? You could take Cannonball, and you could make him off of the new crankcase mold. You could 100% do that. It's totally easy. The hardest part is the tampagraphs. So, I'm going to grab Cannonball here. I'm going to grab this little image right here. Save image. I'm going to grab Cannonball. And we could do Legacy Crankcase. For that guy. I don't know. He's a Decepticon. I don't know if he really fits, like, the Origins of Evil theme that, like, I kind of pitched earlier, but... Like, I think it works. It's still an SUV. The chest is close enough. He has the shoulder guns, which is kind of what I want to show off if I pick a stock photo. That's a non-F photo. That one doesn't have the cannons flipped out. I'm going to go for this one. Yeah, this is good enough. There we go. Do. And then we're going to go Cannonball and Crankcase. There we go. So here could be like a 2-pack that we could do. One of the attendee 2-packs. I think this one could be cool. And we can always boot out Cannonball if we decide he doesn't fit. Hardtop? You like Beachcomber doesn't fit, but still... They also just said a new Beachcomber. They just announced a new Beachcomber. And yeah, he doesn't really fit. I actually love the idea of Hardtop from Hound. Like, okay, so those who don't know, like, and Hardtop was in Earthrise, not Earthrise, Earthspark. Hardtop. He's so cool. This is such a cool little toy right here, by the way. Like, this figure is so cool. Like, Hardtop is such a neat little thing. Yeah, you could totally do that from Siege Hound. Let's do that, yeah. Hell yeah, let's grab Hardtop. Oh, whoa, that's transparent. That's crazy looking. I don't want a transparent. That'll mess me up. That'll mess me up if that's transparent. All right, Hardtop and then Siege Hound. That's a great suggestion. Do we have some Hound stock photo? There we go. There's some Hound looking stock photos. Just committing internet theft currently. Don't mind me. I'm just stealing your memes. All your memes belong to me. All right. So there we go. Can turn Siege Hound into Heart. I think I got these backwards. Hang on. Bring that to the front. There we go. Take Hardtop. Turn that boy into Hound. Whoa, that's an ad. That's an ad. That is an ad. Not Hound, Beachcomber. Oh, from Beachcomber? Even better. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, though. Beachcomber's not out yet. That's not out yet. I'm talking about, like, molds. Like, if we're going to use a mold, let's use a mold that's out. And just because Beachcomber is out. The Viacon. I like the idea of the troop builder being the Viacon, especially since we just got the Auto Trooper. Viacon. Let's look at what kind of Viacons exist, because there's obviously the Prime one, which, like, I mean, if we're being real, like the Prime one, this is peak. You might not think it is, but this is peak Transformers design. The Prime Viacon is incredible, and man, I'm thinking what we could use for this. My head says Prowl. I know that you said Sideswipe. I think Sideswipe's too wide. Power of the Prime's Beachcomber. Oh. See, I like the idea of it being Power of the Prime's Beachcomber, but I also like the idea of a deluxe hardtop. But I get what you're saying. Like you could do a new front chest and a new head and then like a gun, and then you have like, and there you go. So I get what you're saying. I just think Hound works a little bit better. See, my brain. What the heck is this thing? Grand Viacon? This guy looks sick. Can you buy it? It's on Big Bad Toy Store. It's on Big Bad's Toy Store. Is this for sale? No! It's sold out. Man, what could you use? Whoa, look at this thing. This is off the RC mold. That's super cool. It's off the Beast Hunters RC, I think. That looks dope. Those are Soundwave. Those are Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave's arm thingies on that. Yeah, I feel like... What the heck? Let's see. Let's look at like what a G1 Viacon looks like. Oh, it's Trax? It's Trax? Trax is G1 Viacon? Really? I don't love that. I mean, I don't hate it either, because I mean, like, that means that you could do Loud Pedal, because this is just Loud Pedal's head. Like... Oh, see, is this the one you were talking about? See, I don't like that. That looks too wide for me. Oh my god, okay. Hang on. Tankor from Brunt. Tankor from Brunt. One of the Runner Bros? Runner Bros. Man. What is this? Oh, yeah, one of them. No, I actually think that would actually work. Yeah, hang on. Like, yeah, what is Runabout? Is that the black colored one? Yeah. See, I think that actually works for me as Viacon. I think that works. I think that would work as Troop Builder. So I do agree with that. I forgot these existed. I sold mine. I had these for a while and I got rid of them. I think those work as Viacons. They're like just generic enough. You slap on like a Prime inspired Viacon head, do them up with like black and purple, and I think you're good. I think that's the move. Where's Viacon? Go back. No. There we go. Let's grab this Viacon. This is a good looking Viacon. Save image. Because you can't do retooling for everything. So we actually might have to go back through some of this and be like, okay, what's getting a new head? That's another thing that we have to do. I guess it depends on what the budget is. Because this, you could probably just do a new head. You could probably put all the parts on one runner and then do enough paint for some of these guys. For like these two. You know what? Oh, man. I was going to say, because if we do Dynamis, one of these might have to give. One of those might have to give. You could probably do flywheels with just a new head. I was going to, like, you can get away with just a new head for a lot of these. Like, I think for Runabout and Runamuck, you might not even have to make a new head. You could probably there might be a Trax head that exists on Trax's mold that you could just use if the ball sockets are compatible. This is the most unorganized, like, chart ever. There we go. So there's our troop builder. So we have our... This is like a so we have our attendee figure. We can say Hardtop is our attendee figure, right? That's our attendee figure. We're being very liberal with the stuff that we're using. Like, this is very much not what BotCon would have done. They would have definitely thought about this a lot more. This mold would probably get used like 6 times, if I'm being honest. Like if this was a real BotCon, like, the head that this guy gets would probably be like super close to like Skid's head with just the tampagraphs on it on Crankcase's body, and then and then it would have the paint, and this mold would also probably be used for Zeta. Like, I'm being real, if this was like a real BotCon thing. And then there would probably be something else for Prowl. Prowl would probably be reused again as well. Shrink up our Dynamis. Move Dynamis over here for our 2-pack. There we go. There's our 2-pack figure. Put another box around that. Compartmentalizing. That's what we do here at Bots Obsession. Shock Blast from Impactor? See, I'd rather get Demolishor from Impactor. And then there's our little freebie figure. Right there. And then we have our troop builder. I think we've got most of what a BotCon would have had. Because we have our 5-pack, we have our box set, which is the origin, like, this is supposed to be the Origins of Evil. That's like the theme that we got going here, right? So Origins of Evil. Makes sense to have a Viacon as a troop builder. That makes perfect sense. Cryotech teaches Megatron. That makes so much sense. Zeta Prime, he's just there. Lockdown, I think he's also just there. Small Overlord, I think makes sense. Dynamis, I think is kind of interesting to do. I think he fits in as well. And then you have Prowl with Armada Sideways. Maybe he just has, like, the Autobot head, maybe? I don't know. That's a weird one. That's a weird one to call on that one. But I think that makes sense as well to a degree. But we got... I mean, as far as, like, Evil Origins go, this is a pretty Decepticon-heavy set. I think we have to add an Autobot. What if, hang on and hear me out, what if the Autobot was like the opposite of, like, quote unquote Origins of Evil? What if we put not Mirage, but what about, like, Jetfire? Because he's like the opposite, right? He's a Decepticon turned Autobot. So we have all these, like, so I know, like, Dynamis is kind of also in that vein, but, like, what if he was another figure that we would offer at the convention because he's like the opposite of the theme? And he's kind of the only Autobot that would work. And we could use not Siege Jetfire, because you wouldn't want it to be a big figure. So... oh, man. So what if... oh, man, I'm trying to think. Who's a... you could use... Legacy Needlenose as... with a new head. You could do a new head on Needlenose. And you could do his Target Masters as... I'm trying to think who's some... you could do those as maybe Hotlink and Bitstream. That could be kind of funny. Because he's like the Seeker Commando. So what if we did a Jetfire Legacy Skyquake? See, that I feel like that's too big. And if we were going to use Skyquake for anybody, here's the thing. If we're going to use Skyquake for anybody, I already know who I would put in my convention box for Skyquake. It'd be King Atlas. It would be King Atlas 100%. Like, and maybe he should be because I don't think he'd be put anywhere else. The problem is you run into the same thing that, like, if you guys don't remember, Skyquake was used in another box set. There was a Skyquake used in an official BotCon set. And it was Megaplex. And it is not favorably remembered. I will tell you that much. This figure is not favorably remembered among collectors. People think it's neat, but it's too big, and it's a character no one cares about. So that's my fear of doing King Atlas off of Legacy Skyquake. I think it's a genius idea. Whoa! Look at that. Gave him his machine gun, gave him a new head. That's actually really cool, except I kind of despise upgrading BotCon figures because they're convention figures. So it always feels like dirty whenever you put aftermarket parts on them or like customize them or whatever, because they're kind of very rare, you know? So this is one of those things that it's like, ugh. I get why people would want to. But oh boy. Yeah, I think, and that's the thing that's holding me back from saying, like, let's just do King Atlas or Skyquake, is because Megaplex is not very fondly remembered as far as like a BotCon character. And like I said, if I was gonna do King Atlas, and like, here's the thing actually, so we could put Cryotech. Oh, wrong thing. We could probably put Cryotech on his own. We could probably put Cryotech on his own, and he would do fine. Yeah, I know. I get that. So we could probably put King Atlas in the Origins of Evil box and come up with some like BS story for that, like, because that's the thing, right? Is that all BotCons have like a story. I am gonna go with the King Atlas. I am gonna go King Atlas. Not because I like him or anything, not because I think his colors are really cool and he's a hyper underutilized character or anything like that. And I think that the tooling for his alternate head already exists. No, why would I think that? But I'm going to put him in the box set. And I'm going to put Cryotech in a box on his own. I think that's the move. And I think with that would make the BotCon set. Like, so you'd have... So here, let me kind of put this. Let me put this together real quick. So King Atlas goes down here now with Skyquake. That's the deal here. That's what's rustling the jimmies right now. So we have one Autobot in the box set. We have one Autobot almost like out of the entire thing, out of this entire quote unquote convention. And we'd have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 figures in the box set. The freebie attendee figure with hardtop, a 2-pack that is available, a Viacon troop builder, and then the Cryotech. So now comes the part where we have to be real about this, and we have to think, what would actually happen here? What would actually get used? Maybe King Atlas being hunted. Maybe. So I think what would happen here, as far as like mold usage goes, I think that this guy, I think whatever hardtop is, would be another repaint of these. So I think this would be like I think 100% hardtop would be cut out for some other car Decepticon, maybe some Micromaster character, maybe some random thing from G1, some Decepticon character I can't think of right now. I think that's what would happen. I think that's legitimately what would happen. I think that this would get made, no new parts. I think that they would use one of the heads and just paint it to look like... I think they would take Skids' head, or even Crankcase's head, and just paint it to look like Cannonball and call it a day. I think they would just deco this in Cannonball colors, which I wouldn't be mad at. I would not be mad at. I think it'd be a little weak, but I think it would work. So, no new parts on this. I think that the head for this already exists, so we don't have to worry about new parts for this. This needs new parts. You would just need a new head for this, and I think that you could, if it's just a case of new heads. So I think this guy's head, the Overlord flywheels, the Viacon Runabout heads, I think those 100% would be molded on the same runner. I think they'd also be molded on the same runner as the heads for Prowl, which would just be 2 Titan Masters. So then the things that need the most new parts, which you would, again, mold them to the same runner, would be Lockdown and Zeta Prime. Which, honestly, if, like, I was going to say, if we're cutting anyone, like, straight up out of the set, I feel like Zeta Prime would be the first one to go. I feel like he'd be the first one to go. See, and, like, maybe Dynamis would. Dynamis doesn't really make any sense. Well, actually, Dynamis makes more sense than, like, Cannonball. I don't know. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? I'm thinking... I'm liking this, and I'm liking the box. The stuff over here. I like Dynamis. Dynamis feels like he makes sense. Dynamis feels like he makes sense. It's just like, does some of this stuff feel like it fits in for an Origins of Evil box? I know King Atlas is just kind of here. And, you know, that's the thing. We could put probably another Autobot in here if we wanted to. Like, we could probably... Who's another Autobot that could use the Prowl mold and a Titan Master? What if... And this is a big if. What if we also used Prowl for Vroom? What if we did Vroom from Prowl? Like... Because it's a pretender? Play Sideways and Cannonball. Call the 2-pack Heralds of Unicron. See... Yeah, but it's supposed to be like an Origins of Evil set. So what... But... If we didn't... So... If we got rid of... If we got rid of this guy... If we got rid of Hardtop... And then made... Either Dynamis or Cannonball the freebie... We could reuse... parts from Prowl... as Vroom. Because who cares what Vroom looks like? He's also a double pretend or ultra pretender, right? Whatever pretender. So he has, so like the headmaster thing is kind of like a reference to that, because like he would detach and be like how the pretender like separated. Like that works, right? That kind of works. Did we just find an excuse to make a Vroom? I think we did. I think we just found an excuse to make Vroom. And reuse Prowl. Just like how the fucking BotCon... Oops, I said the bad word. Just like how BotCon would reuse stuff as well. Like... So... Okay. So there we go. Okay. Okay, hang on. Alright, okay. What if you're... Hang on, Raz. I think you're actually onto something. How does Dynamis fit more than Cannonball? So, because Dinobot himself is an evil character, and then making him even... He's a Predacon, and then, assumedly, Let me pull up the card again. Let me pull up this card. He still has the Predacon symbol on the card, meaning that this is just a bigger, more evil version of Dinobot. And if we're going like a quote-unquote origins of evil, I feel like Dinobot fits that. Dynamus and Dinobot fit that more so than Cannonball, as Cannonball's kind of a weirdo in this spot. But I also feel weird not having no Autobots. I feel having no Autobots is Zeta Prime an Autobot? He's a Prime, so he has to be an Autobot, right? Maybe. Okay, also, maybe that works into the story with like King Atlas and stuff, because King Atlas is supposed to kind of be like a Diatlas analog. So, okay, so what if we also, what if we replace Cannonball as the freebie figure? Instead of Vroom, well, because this is a straight repaint, so I actually feel like that's less okay than just the reused parts freebie figure. We're going to go with Vroom as the freebie figure. I think that makes, especially since he's a nobody, I feel like that makes more sense. So we're going to use, so we're going to use the same tooling for both of these. And that's just because, like I said, thinking of BotCon, thinking like how BotCon would have worked, you would have wanted to, there's a couple times where molds get reused a few times. So if we can reuse a couple of these, like, let's go for it. Like, so we have 2 leaders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deluxes and 2 Voyagers. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's a fair amount. So for this box set, you're looking at 25, 50, 75, 105, 150. Tack on the BotCon tax, you're probably looking at $200 for the box set. That if we're doing like a modern thing, I feel like $200 for that would be fair. That's not too bad. I'd pay that for that set. I don't know. I'd probably sell off the Zeta Prime just because, like I said, I don't know who that is, but it's just not a character that's on my radar. Boop, make that a little bit bigger. There we go. But I like the idea of the Overlord. That's really, really cool. And then our freebie, our attendee freebie figure being Vroom. I think that works. I just realized that you guys can't really see the quote unquote 2-pack. Let me move some of this stuff up so that way you guys can see the quote unquote 2-pack. Let me move this down to the bottom. There we go. So we got Cannonball from him, Dinobot. There we go. You guys might be able to see that a little bit better. Right. Bring it over here a little bit. There we go. That's the ticket. Just bring that over there. There we go. Isn't that assuming if Dynamus is evil? So according to the Dynamus card, he's a Predacon. There's a Predacon symbol in the corner of the card. That is why I'm saying he's evil, because he has a Predacon symbol. So I'm saying he's evil because he has a Predacon symbol. And typically Heralds of Unicron are evil. So so there we go. So for our kind of available at purchase figure, so our big box set is the Origins of Evil box set, which includes Small Overlord, Armada Sideways from quote-unquote Legacy Armada Sideways, Legacy, quote-unquote Legacy King Atlas, Zeta Prime, and Lockdown. Armada-colored Beast Wars characters? Well, I don't know what an Armada-colored Beast Wars character would be, unless you're... like, hang on. So the thing you just described to me... Hang on. Darkseid, Megatron. Look at this. You want to see this. So back in 2006 BotCon, we had Beast Wars BotCon 2006. BotCon 2006. Where those are Transformers Cybertron stuff. I mean, I know that's not totally what you were talking about, but it's pretty close to Armada. That's about as close as you're going to get. I'm not going to lie to you. So you have Cheetor and Dinobot and Optimus Primal and Rat Trap and Rhinox, and here you got Tigatron. Megatron. This one, there's a photo of Primal and Megatron. Most of these have new heads too. Who are these? I don't know. One of these is probably Air Razor. Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, and Dive Bomb. Sorry. Let's see. Is there anyone else? Am I missing anyone? Megatron. Oh, Waspinator. We didn't see Waspinator. Oh, and then there was Razor Claw as well. Razor Claw was in there. Where's the Waspinator? There's like no... Oh, here they are. So that's Scorponok and Terrorsaur and Waspinator. So there you go. Is this fake? This one might be fake. I think this is fake, but I think that might be fake too. But the Waspinator did exist. It was called Darkside Waspinator. I think this is Deathsaurus right there. But yeah, there was a Waspinator that went with this theme. This is just the box set right here plus Tigatron. There's the box set itself right there. But yeah. I read some of the IDW comics, but it was all the Lost Light stuff. Oh, there's Buzzsaw 2006 oh, it's Buzzsaw, not Terrorsaur. Never mind. Oh, there's the Terrorsaur, the BotCon, the other BotCon. There's the Waspinator, by the way. There it is. There's Darkside Waspinator. And then this is the eventual Terrorsaur that came out later on. I think that's Scorponok Tarantulas, I think. There was actually like a Collector's Club Tarantulas as well. But yeah, some really cool stuff. BotCon 2006. But yeah, so I think we got a good set going here. So new heads, like it's stuff that we could literally. So I'm pretty sure the G1 Skyquake head exists on this tooling, so I'm not gonna concern myself too much with like this one's new head. New parts for these two and this guy are probably gonna have to be put all on one sprue. This guy, and he. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 are gonna need new parts, and then the new heads are literally just Overlord and Viacon, and then new parts and like that are gonna need like some new parts are gonna be the Armada Sideways / Vroom, Zeta Prime, Lockdown, and Dynamis. Those are going to need full-on new parts. Straight up repaints that we can get away with. I'm throwing King Atlas in there because I think his tooling already exists on the Legacy Skyquake mold. So I think that head exists already. So he can be a straight repaint. Cryotech can be a straight repaint. Cannonball can be a straight repaint. So 3 just straight up repaints, and you can get away with them. And then, like I said, new heads like Viacon. You can just put the new heads for Viacon and Overlord on one tooling as well. So I think you could get away with probably one new thing and get away with it. Send you a link to Discord to a dub with Zeta Prime in it. Let me check my all messages real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We're doing great. I responded to these comments, man. Boop. Everything looking good here. All right. So this is the box set. This is the end all be all. This is the box set. We have a 2-pack of Dynamis and Cannonball, a 5-pack down here, a Troop Builder, an available at convention, and our freebie figure. I think this is a fairly solid box set. Would you guys, if this was announced like tomorrow, that this is what's going to be like the next big Transformers convention, like they announced Transformers Con, and this is the theme, these are the figures they're using, this is what's getting made, do you go? Do you buy this? I don't know how in love I am with Vroom, but I think to maximize the ability, and Vroom could really be like, the only reason I suggest him is because it has that kind of headmaster or that pretender gimmick, the multi-figure gimmick, kind of like Armada Sideways does. So we're just trying to optimize molds here. And then, like, I mean, because here's the thing, if we're being honest, like, Zeta Prime would probably be the first one to get cut out, if we're being real. No, maybe not Zeta Prime. No, says Mio. Idea: 2-pack of the Studio Series G1 Jazz as Shatterglass, Stepper, and Ricochet. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. We could do, and not tonight, because I have to get up early for our convention tomorrow. Coincidentally, no, but I do have to get up early tomorrow for a convention. So not tonight. We're not going to do that tonight. But we could do like what's left for Shattered Glass, which I think would be really cool. But only the box set for Sideways. Really, see, I don't know. I like the Sideways in the box set. I like the King Atlas. I like the Lockdown. I like the Vroom as the attendee. Cryotech will do well on his own as like a separate figure. I think he's great. Like, I think it would be kind of interesting to like maybe put King Atlas over here, put Cryotech in the middle, put Cryotech in the box set, and then put like maybe either Cannonball or Dynamis on their own, and then put King Atlas into the 2-pack. Like, I don't know if that works, but yeah, I think this also would probably be the only way to get King Atlas. But also, like, just to guarantee sales of this, like, you 100% you do, because this is a Voyager and a Leader. Holy crap, yeah, that's expensive. Like, just to guarantee sales of the Cryotech or of the box set, you put Armada Sideways in this and here. You could also put Armada Sideways with King Atlas and put Cannonball in the box and then put Dynamis on his own and then put this guy here. Does that work better? That might work better, because then you get, because Cannonball and Lockdown kind of work together, because Cannonball's a pirate, Lockdown's a bounty hunter. There's at least kind of some theming there. And then King Atlas gets Armada Sideways to help boost his sales. Armada Sideways becomes cheaper because it's going to be easier to get the 2-pack than it would be to get the 5-pack box. And then I feel like Dynamis, people are going to get Dynamis, and then Vroom is just a freebie figure. I'd say he's a freebie figure. He's like the ticket purchase figure. So, yeah. But no, I think that works. I think that's a solid... Is Sideways holding a gat in that photo? What is he holding there? Oh, that's his arm. That's his arm. That's a missile launcher. Okay. With Armada Wheeljack? That's just... Hang on. G1 Wheeljack with the colors of Armada Wheeljack. That's... There's a Magic the Gathering card that looks like that. Real quick before... But yeah, hang on. MTG... What's his name? What's his name? Slicer. I can't spell Slicer. Yeah, that's just this card. There you go. There's G1 Wheeljack with Armada Wheeljack colors. He even has like a cut on his chest. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Is this a fake card? Oh, Retgar is Slicer hired muscle. Retgar with turbo handling. That's awesome. Also, I never liked that Cyclonus was the Saboteur when he's Cyclonus the Huntsman. That kind of was lame. Missed opportunity. Thank you, everybody, for saying Slicer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for saying Slicer. But yeah, I think that's our BotCon set. Before I head out, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We've been live for about an hour, a little over. I want to thank everyone for tuning in for the channel's birthday stream. I think this was a fun way to celebrate it. I think this was a fun little experiment to see like what we could, like what themes we could do with current stuff, what characters we could make. I know that there's a bajillion things that you can do with all the molds that currently exist. So kind of locking it into just like Origins of Evil and doing like just purely evil characters or just Decepticon characters, I think is kind of fun. And I think this would be a BotCon that I would be happy to attend. So I want to thank everyone for joining. I want to thank everyone for jumping in. Thank you everyone for swinging by for the channel's birthday. But like I said, my birthday is in 7 days. So is my birthday really next Friday? I'm trying to pull up my calendar real quick. Oh my god, it is. It is next Friday. So I guess thanks everyone for the early birthday wishes. You're welcome for Sunstreaker Lockdown. Yeah, thanks for that cursed image. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. I always love doing these. I always love when people jump in and join. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be on my actual birthday.